the presentation, we're gonna talk about the new age banking with intent-based networking. Well, for doing that, I shall request upon Shrikar Pawar, consulting sales engineer, Juniper Networks, to please come on stage. Well, Shrikar Pawar, consulting sales engineer from Juniper Networks, is a consulting sales engineer based in Mumbai. He currently manages the entire enterprise customers for Juniper West region, along with few named customers nationally also. In the addition to his regional duties, Shrikar drives key engagements for SDWN, campus and data center portfolio for the customers across BFSI, IT, ITES, and large enterprises. Being a Juniper certified expert, he also has completed MBA from SPG Global Institute. Marketing, well, marketing has been his forte and he has been doing since 17 years of experience in the industry with exposure to network solutioning and network operations. Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Shrikar Pawar? Thank you so much.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you, Shweta, for such a warm introduction and also helping me to light up this room. And so it has been a very busy morning today, a lot of activities happening around this side of the town, and maybe people are finding difficulty due to traffic. So my name is Shrikar Pawar, as Shweta said. I am a consulting sales engineer of Juniper Networks, and I do participate in solutioning for large banking financial institutes, large data center requirement, and airports and other large install bases as well. So today I'm going to talk about a different topic, which is called as intent-based networking and how it can help new age banking. While we have heard the panelists talking about the vulnerability and the world around that we have, and Mr. Mohapatra sir also talked about the innovations that the banking sector needs to take care. So all these things, and we are looking ahead for the new age banking. So there are a lot of challenges that we have on the ground today, and so every banking customer today, while they have aspirations to give the new age banking and new facilities to their customers, they are looking for speed in their operations, speed for rolling out new branches, maybe speed for giving new offerings and bringing up their more data centers and whatnot, all their services. While they are looking for the speeds, which may be with their new applications as well, but they are struggling with supply chain constraint, and which is a truth for some time that the industry is struggling with. Now, all this taking care, their teams are, while they are managing all this, they are struggling with complexities around. So complexities right from operating their own network to meet the speed and the feature functionality and the new requirement of the new age banking, and they are also dealing with the great resignation. So entire stack of teams are changing and the complexity is adding up. The networks have become complex so long, and the teams replacing adds the problem a bit further. So what we are doing here, Juniper Networks, so we are helping customers with drive more value of the network and how we can simplify with the automation and other pieces that we can stitch together. So we are the changing game for all our enterprise customer, which includes the banking financial sectors as well. So we have three type of solutions. While this is not all the topic which I am saying today, but just an overview, we have AI-driven enterprise solution, which talks about a complete AI ML based your network operations, which can start from Wi-Fi to your switching to your WAN gateway, SD-WAN, and everything. So it becomes a complete simplified operations with AI-enabled solution for you to simplify your new age banking requirement. The other is we have the Session Smart SD-WAN, which we call the SD-WAN 3.0. Now Session Smart is all SD-WANs that you are currently having. They are all legacy based and they are just handling traffic, but we are, since the main thing that the customers and the users are using is applications, so we do session-based SD-WAN routing, and we are also doing tunnel-free. So enhancing the experience is our motto here. And last but not the least is the intent-based automated data center fabric architecture. Now, this is the piece which I am going to talk much more today in this 15 minutes talk. So what is intent-based networking? Now, this is a question that maybe arises. So intent-based networking is actually not thinking about how we are going to do it. It's just what we want to have it. Okay, so intent-based networking has been a kind of a journey where the network operations have been taking from right from 90s. So we started with in 90s about network operations using CLI and configuring them manually. Then we slowly moved on to some part of scripting. Then we adopted some part of automation, and there's software-defined data centers with some abstraction, but still there was a lot of manual effort and lot of thinking going what I want to do. What we are coming here is intent-based networking, where you have to give an intent to the system, what you want to do, and then forget it. The system will take care how it can do it by itself. So what we bring is Juniper Abstra, where we make everything running for you in the data center. We provide all single source of truth for you in the data center, and continuously gives you an assured network, while you as a customer who are building the new age of banking and expanding data centers, adding workloads, adding hyper-converged infrastructure, how we can simplify the life? We can simplify the life by giving you an intent-based network where the operations are so simple. I'll talk to you now. So what all comprises of an intent-based network? So it is a complete holistic closed loop kind of an architecture where everything, it is you bring more by doing less. So you design, you build, you deploy, you operate. Forget it. It's a single source of truth for you. So there is all this, whatever is written, it is just from single dashboard. So this is the power of intent-based networking. And how we do that? So we do with Juniper Abstra solution. So what is Juniper Abstra solution? It is a kind of a dashboard where you do all these intent-based networking operation. Now, what is the beauty of this? Even if the network architect who is actually designing this, he uses the same dashboard, he designs the complex data center architectures. It can be 3-stage clause, it can be 5-stage clause, data center interconnect, and whatnot. And all these design aspects that he gives, he has to forget on what vendor he is working. So since you are from, you may know that the data center industry and the networking requires some kind of a vendor. So either it can be Juniper, Cisco, Arista, Dell, any of them. So the architect usually have to follow the design principles of the vendors. Now what we are doing here, we are becoming a vendor agnostic solution for you. So the intent of the architect is just designing, and it is vendor agnostic, and whatever complex design it is, and what Abstra does, takes this design, that is the intent of the architect, and actually builds it, and builds it to the low level code for that vendor specific. And then the deployment happens very smooth, zero touch provision, no involvement of any manual intervention, and it becomes a simple, gives you the speed. The bank needs the speed, and we provide that speed. And last but not the least, we provide continuous operation. So this continuous operation with intent-based analytics gives a single source of truth for the customer. So the beauty here is that we remove the multi-vendor part. So the supply chain constraint which actually have challenged you due to some solutions with one vendor, now you are open. The customer can now look forward for different vendors and can continue their aspiration of new age banking. So what is the intent-based analytics that I am talking about? So the same dashboard, in your data center, there are a lot of events happening, and it is very difficult for any expert engineer to come to a root cause analysis. So what we are doing here, now mind you, now we are talking about a multi-vendor environment spread across different geographies. Maybe you have a data center in Mumbai, you have a DR in Bangalore or Hyderabad or any part of the world. Now we are using this system as a single source of truth. So we are learning all the network events, and then we are extracting the knowledge with our IBA probes. So we run intent-based analytics probes on your system, on the fabric, and here we know, since the intent-based network has designed the network, so it knows how the network has to function. So any deviation in the network is resolved and given an automated RCA. So this actually gives your team a lower time to mean time to innocence, because it is the network team who are actually the culprit most of the time. This is the industry looks at it. But with Apstra, the network team can just say they know where the issue is, and then the pinpoint of the problem can be happening faster. So what's in store for CIOs and CTOs with this solution? So any data center deployment you may think of in your organization will always take time, and it is very intensive, resource intensive, lot of planning, lot of building effort, lot of deployment effort, and lot of optimization. And still there are challenges because there are human driven. What Apstra brings to your table, that we reduce your design time, we reduce the build time, and the deployment is simple, and operations becomes very minuscule. So you can reduce your team size, and they can actually do more productive work for your organization. So it gives 80% improvement for operational efficiency, 70% in MTTR, and improvements in time to deliver. So Apstra is the intent-based networking solution, is actually helping new age banking get the speed they want, reduce the complexity that they are having, and also solve your supply chain problems by adopting a true multi-vendor ecosystem. While some recognition what we have is, we are the leader with this solution in Gartner Magic Quadrant from last 4 years, and we are being rated as the cool vendor in Gartner with this cool IBN lightweight automated tool for any data center fabric. And also we are the one who is actually driving intent-based networking workspace in Gartner. So overall, this was a short and crisp presentation from my side. I hope it would have helped you understand the value proposition. We have a booth here, and even if you are interested in any of other solution, the Session Smart SD-WAN, AI-driven enterprise, or Apstra intent-based networking solution, please do not hesitate. Please feel free to visit our booth, and we will be more than happy to explain our solution in detail. Thank you. Yeah.